Okay, another quick tutorial on Playmaker and Unity, and this is how to import models that you see online that don't have an armature or anything to animate with. I grab this guy, you can download it, and once that's done, you go ahead and launch it in Blender. Now I swear this is the third time I've opened Blender. I'm absolutely horrible at it. I don't know how to do modeling or anything like that. All right, so what I did here was I just selected the pieces I want and I exported them separately. Export as XPF. You have to make sure you do selected objects, and then you export that to the body name of this fridge. And then I did the door separately. So here's the fridge body, just plop it into an empty folder and then add that to our scene. And there's our massive fridge. Okay, a quick refresher on how to do a door hinge position. Gonna add a cube real quick. I think everybody remembers this trick here. Here's my door. If you rotate it, it rotates around itself. That's no fun. We don't want that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate this guy, do a Control-C, Control-V, and I'm gonna shrink him up. This is gonna be the invisible hinge. Here's our hinge. You can do it more precisely. This is just for example. And now we see we have cube 1 and cube 2. Cube 1 is our hinge. Cube 1 is the actual door. So we're gonna take this hinge and I'm gonna make that the parent by dragging it directly into it. Now, if you simply try to rotate it, it's not going to work, and the obvious reason is normally it defaults to the parent is the collection of all its pieces. So if you select the parent, you want to make sure you select, instead of center up here, you select pivot. So now our door will hinge around that guy. All right, so that's that example. Back in my scene, I imported the refrigerator, and I actually added some steel texture to it. And up top, inside of my refrigerator, I have two things. I have the left door, which is all its pieces, and then they're parented by some invisible block called left hinge. So go to Window, pull up the animation window, and select the animation tab. There we are here. We don't know what to do just yet, so if we're going to go navigate what we're going to animate, which is just the hinge. So for the left hinge, we're going to go and click that, and it's asking right here to begin a left hinge animation. Click here to create the clip. So I'm going to go ahead and click, just make it easy, just call it left just for this. Save, select record, and I'm going to drag this out to some number of frames, or maybe this is in time, so half a second. Now it's waiting to tween something. So I'm going to grab my rotate tool that's focused on left hinge, rotate it open, and let go. That's all you have to do. You can scrub it to check the animation. Looks good for me. Hit stop. And we do the same thing with the right hinge. Now we go to our animations window, created a set for each. One is called, this is the actual animation file, and this is the animator it created for us. But if you click the animator it created a stage of all the events, right? So if we actually played this thing right now, its entry state is going to be these doors just going crazy, right? Because it's just animating over and over again. So what we're going to do is create an empty state in both animators. We're going to create a state that's empty, and we're going to transition him, actually make it easy. And same thing with this guy. So right now it's going to go from its entry state and it's going to go to nothing. Okay, and this is the animation for the left door. So we're going to click for the right door, same thing. I'm just going to delete that animation that goes over and over and over again, create an empty state. Okay, so this is the actual animation. I'm going to drag that to the stage, and there's nothing wiring it up to it. Now this does a whole bunch of stuff, but I just want to give you the example real quick to get you started. Same thing, I'm going to go to the left animator and drag its animation in, because we're just going to call it by name. That's the kicker with this example. Okay, and all we're gonna do is just wait for a keystroke. So I'm just gonna do key. So on key up. All right, so we're just gonna look for, maybe the letter D for door. Okay, and then we're gonna create a new event. Doesn't matter what it's named, but it's handy to create something that's logical. Add a new state, a new transition. I'm gonna drag this over, and this is where it's gonna actually call those doors. Find animate or play. All right, seems kind of vague, and that's because it doesn't know what we want to animate. Let's go and lock our FSM, and then find all our key pieces, which are not the doors, are actually the hinges. We're gonna specify what we're editing. We're gonna do the door, but remember to make sure we do the hinge itself. Drag that in here. And this is, we're gonna operate on the left door, so the state name or the animation name is L. Made it easy on myself. So same deal here, I'm just gonna copy that and paste. And we are gonna select the right hinge this time. I think I called this creatively right. Go ahead and play it. Okay, let's go ahead and kill that loop. So if we go to properties, select our the actual animation, and we're gonna deselect the loop from both of those. Let's try that again. Walk around, there's our creepy dude, hit the letter D, and then we'll just open, stay. Okay, so it's really easy. You can animate anything that you can move, transform, and scale with any object you buy or download just by doing that. I'm sure I'm not doing it the most efficient way, but this is a quick way that I discovered that I'm doing all my stuff with. And that's the point of Playmaker, huh? Just to make sure you get something to work on your own. All right, hope that helps, and leave a comment if you have any questions. Okay, bye.